22.
Captain America, Winter Soldier. Because that was a spy espionage movie that was wrapped in a superhero. And I was like, dude, I didn't even know nothing about the Winter Soldier. I had no idea who he was.
Right.
I was even surprised when it was Bucky. I didn't know it was Bucky. I didn't know Winter Soldier was Bucky. And then you know what? And they teased this whole Black Widow and Captain America romance. Yeah. And the whole time she's like, hey, so you talked to that nurse next door? You know? And then the nurse ended up being Agent, 13 or something like that?
Yeah, whatever it was. But
yeah, and then she ended up being... Yeah, she was cute. And she actually being pretty good. She came back again. But I'm like, I mean, it was given... I thought that was the throw-off. Like, you know, she keeps... Like, Black Widow keeps telling them, hey, look at this nurse.
Yeah, but she's keeping tabs on them.
But she's keeping tabs on them. And it was all... And, you know... ScarJo is just fucking cute. That girl's good looking.
I know.
Yes, Winter Soldier with all the, and then that was the big thing where you find out. Which, for me, I was a fan of the Marvel's Agents of Shield. I was watching the show at the time.
I fell off of that show.
Yeah, but you know, and a lot of people did. But this was the big shakeup because Winter Soldier came out, and then you find out that. This whole time, S.H.I.E.L.D. has been running, or Hydra has been running S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
You know, and then you find out Gary Shandling, hell, Hydra. he was in Hydra.
R.I.P. Gary.
And it was just, I mean, it was great. And that actually that snowballed so many other subplots and storylines going further into the MCU. Winter Soldier, again, the bar kept going higher. Even rolling into the next movie, which took the bar and shot it way up because, like a lot of people, nobody saw Guardians of the Galaxy coming. Nobody did. I don't care. If first of all, I dare you to find a Guardians of the Galaxy fan, like an actual true fan that knew the entire roster. I mean, we all had
the comic that existed and the people in the movie were not a match at all. Like now they have comics about the people from the movie, but the old gang was all people that showed up in the second movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that said, and I said it before and I'll say it again, that Rocket Raccoon comic that I had from 87, the limited series, I wish I still had it because I remember reading that and loving it.
So, Kurt, what was your favorite MCU movie? So, from where we're at right now, Guardians backwards.
From Guardians backwards, it's a foot race between Guardians and Winter Soldier. And the reason, again, I was a Captain America fan. I really like Captain America. I thought that movie, when it came out, it was the best. I was not expecting to get hit over the head like I did with Guardians of the Galaxy. As much as I love Winter Soldier, I do believe I've probably watched Guardians of the Galaxy beginning to end more so than any MC.
I'm going to blame that on your kids, though.
No, that was me, bro.
No, that was all you.
I was watching you know when it finally comes like on HBO and stuff like that, it's like every time it was on, I would no matter when I saw it on the guide, boop, and I would start it. And if it was in the beginning, it was in the beginning. If it was in the middle, it was in the middle. If it was at the end, it was at the end. If it was the East Coast feed, I was going to watch the West Coast feed later. I watched the hell out of that movie, and I never got.
But it's a perfect blend of comedy. It's got heart in it as well, and I mean the cast is amazing, and the effects awesome. I mean that's what you expect space to look like when people are in space.
And I would have to say it was the first cosmic themed movie
that wasn't cheesy.
Yeah. And but there was a little cheese in it, but you enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, and it served the plot. So
it served the plot.
Yeah. That was great. I like it a lot.
And then when you think how much money Vin Diesel got paid to say, I am Groot. That is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was really stretching the limits of his acting skills, too. I mean,
Actually, you know what? You say that as a joke. But, no. Hold
I mean,
on,
his
hold on.
previous skill was to go, "Oh, Garth." Now it's "I am Groot." You know.
Let me tell you something. You say, listen. You know how hard it is to say 3 words and emote.
50 different ways. Yeah.
I
You
love
have
you.
to, you have to
I
emote.
love you.
Yeah, certain
I
feelings,
love you.
anger, sadness, happiness, love, regret, and you only have 3
Hey,
words.
I teared up when he said "we are Groot," but
Oh.
it wasn't the words, but it was because of the scene.
What was going on, right?
And you
was
knew what
going
was
on,
going. He
bro.
was sacrificing his life.
We are Groot. We are
We are
Groot.
Groot. And then Rocket was like, "Why did you do that?" He had a little stick in his hand.
I know.
Why?
Why?
Out of all the kindling that was around, he picked that one.
That
And be
one,
like,
yeah.
"This one's Groot."
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And I
yeah.
wish we could talk about Guardians 2 now, but we can't. Because
We can't. It's not in order.
I
yet.
know.
So where we at?
Unlike
Oh
the,
shit! That brings us to fucking Age of Ultron, which I would say, again, this is the whole thing where they say the one thing that always lacks in the Marvel movies is they really don't have a good bad guy. They said Loki was pretty much
the highest bar set
the highest
for
bar.
bad guys. Yeah.
Now, I still agree with that, but when you take James Spader's voice and mannerisms and you put it on a robot and he's tilting his head to the side and he looks like
He looks like James.
he
Spader.
looks like James Spader, even though you're looking at Ultron, but I can still see James Spader.
I could. Definitely.
He was like, you got to break a couple of. He was like, I was just about to say it. I mean, the banter between him and Tony Stark was
So good. It was like they were doing some 80s shit all over again.
Yeah, it felt like I was watching Less Than Zero.
A little,
Minus the blowjobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got 2 pretty good Hollywood heavyweights going mano a mano. You know, it's what you want to see, and then you have to see, and then you realize I'm watching a fucking comic book movie.
Yeah.
Like this is a superhero movie.
But and the likes of Robert Redford and Michael Douglas have been in these comic book movies.
I
Can
know.
you believe it?
Again, that's why. Man, Winter Soldier had Robert. This fucking Sundance Kid was in.
And Guardians had.
Benicio del Toro.
I love him. Yes, but no.
Don't like
Benny
that.
the Bull.
What's her name? The female actress, blonde.
Give me a little
older lady.
Oh, Glenn Close.
Glenn Close. I mean,
Hey, you got my dick message.
see, I'm saying.
Guardians was really good. I'm saying Guardians was good.
Yeah.
That
Bring
the
it out,
bar,
old
they set the
Hollywood.
bar so high with Guardians, and I feel like Age of Ultron it met that challenge because you had that. I mean, they started getting a lot of heroes. Now this is the first time that they're like, hey, there's a lot of heroes on screen.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot.
And can we have them meet some challenges?
And they had 2 splash pages in that movie.
The one in the beginning
The
was
one in the
so
opening
good.
scene when they go and it was slow mo. They wanted to let you know this is the splash page. And that
you ain't got to tell me, you ain't got to tell Pat, you or Frank that this is a splash page when you see this awesome position across the screen.
I was like, stop! I want to draw this right now. I'm gonna draw this. I'm gonna draw it. I'm gonna ink it. I'm gonna color it. This is a splash page. We know we're watching a comic book movie here.
That's what I'm saying.
You know.
And then the banter between all the,
Yeah.
between the whole crew, so good.
I mean, when Iron Man first cursed, and then
Captain America
goes language, and then they just kept that going the whole time. You know, that beat. And the other part where I feel like it's a splash page is when they were all at the end of the drill. And they all had to protect it. And they were like, Thor was like, is that all you got? You want any more? And he was like, you had to ask because all the Ultrons came out of it. And they had to fight him. I was like, man, that's what's up.
This is comic booky.
This is comic booky. I was comic book orgasm all over the place, all over your head facing.
Watch out, kids.
Watch out, kids.
That's coming.
Daddy's spewing. It's going to be a hot time in the old town tonight.
Oh, boy.
I enjoyed the absolute hell out of that one.
Yeah, it was even better in 3D. And
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, what were you gonna say? Do you not like 3D?
I find that after like the first 2 minutes, I forget about it. I just kind of watch the movie. I'm an observer, so I don't really pay attention to what's in 3D or not.
I am on the other side of the coin. I am very well aware of I am in a 3D movie and I don't like it. I can't take it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't watch 3D movies anymore. I was saying this the other day. Fucking the first one, like when Avatar came out, and I was in that one, and they're walking around, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm in the thing with them, in the, and I really liked it. And then Hollywood, like everything else, man, they fucking overdid it, and every goddamn movie had to be 3D.
And I love it. Put me inside of a movie. I'm down.
Yeah, they paid for the theaters, then they got to use them. You know what I mean? But I didn't think I would like it, but I do actually prefer the 3D when it's done correctly. I don't know about some of the ones they just kind of
conversion. You don't like it when it's converted, but if
or at least not if it's a cheap conversion. Some of them are done well, but yeah, the ones where they just barely add a layer to it, it looks kind of stupid. But most of the movies I go to see are huge, so they've done it the big way anyway. So
that's true.
Best part about Age of Ultron was the Stan Lee cameo.
Let's see, which one was that? Which cameo was it?
He was Hugh Hefner.
Ah, yeah.
No. In Age of Ultron, they're at the party, and Thor.
Oh, Excelsior!
He tries to pick up the hammer.
No. He was Thor had the liquor, and he
special
told him
drink.
Yeah, he was like, you guys can't drink this.
Come on, kids! I was storming the beaches of Omaha. Give me some of that.
Excelsior! Remember the other old guy was just stuck on stupid.
Well, you know what? This movie actually brings us into the surprise hit.
Wait, before we go, because now Pat brought up that party scene, and I remember because you got Don Cheadle in there, and he was like, "Hey man, it's a War Machine story," because they were like, "Oh, is that that's the whole story?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I dropped it in, like boom, I dropped the thing, boom." And he was like, "Man, fuck you guys." I try to tell him. He goes, "Every other party I go to, that story killed." And they're like, "Oh no, that's
interesting.
It's interesting." Oh, so you brought it in. Oh, that was the best, man.
And then everyone trying to pick up Thor's hammer, and then Scarlett Johansson.
She was like, "I'm not even gonna try."
I like a measuring contest.
And there was the going back, because I remember Chris Hemsworth. You talk about being a really good actor. Like not so much in Thor, surprisingly enough, but you put him in the Avengers movies, he has these beats that just come across. Because it was just that look that he had when he was like, "Yeah, you guys can't pick up the hammer," and then when Steve Rogers went to pick it up, the hammer moved a little bit. He had that look on his face like, "Oh shit,
that was going down."
And again, in that same scene, there were some fanboys out there that was trying to make a petition because Tony Stark had made a comment about, like, if I take this over in Asgard, I'm bringing back what is it, Prima Noctu? And they were like, "Oh, they're making a joke about ritual raping and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, they did, but
it's
come
Robert
on,
Downey Jr. What do you expect?"
You know what I'm saying? Tony Stark, he's playing the character.
Yeah,
relax.
Seriously,
I'm sorry. Now
panties in a bunch. Okay, and rounding out phase 2 was the surprise hit in, I want to say November, maybe it was October of 2015. Ant-Man.
Yeah. Another surprise casting. When they said Paul Rudd, I was like, Paul Rudd, really?
And I can't believe you said that, because you can put Paul Rudd in anything, I'll watch it.
Well, I think Paul Rudd is very good, but I don't think Paul Rudd is a superhero.
That's what you said before you saw him as Ant-Man.
And again, I was surprised, man. I mean, Ant-Man and Ant-Man. The best thing about Ant-Man really was the supporting cast: Michael Pena, the Small Chin, T.I. Definitely Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
You talk about bringing some gravitas, and that was the first time the MCU played with the reverse aging thing when they took 20 years off of Michael Douglas.
40?
Was it 40 years
off of Michael Douglas?
How how many mountains of blow did they take away at the same time?
I'm just saying it was. I thought it was. I mean, it was really good. Now, where Ant-Man kind of falls for me is like, I don't know, his bad guy again, the villain, the Yellow Jacket. I mean, that guy, he kind of went like chaotic evil, like real fast. He went from like a businessman to I will kill you in the bathroom and finish washing my hands. Like, that was weird. That was an amazing jump. Like,
but what's great about it is he played it straight, and
Well, yeah, but it did. I mean, you had to. I have no problem. Dispelling belief. When you're looking at a comic book movie, but I do like. I mean, again, the bar being set so high in the MCU, you can't just fudge it a little bit. I mean, there has to be a reason why the guy went so fucking batshit crazy so fast.
Well, he was a bad guy. Sometimes there's just bad people in the world and want to do bad
but
things.
But to murder like a guy in your like one of the on your board members, hey, I don't really agree with what you're doing. Oh, you don't? Let me just.
Well, wait though. Like now, reflect on our world today and see if it's really all that outlandish or not. What happened to those people that were on Ivanka's trip?
Oh
yeah, we just talked about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just disappeared. What happened? I don't know. What happened? I don't know. So. Well, yeah. Okay. I stand corrected. So yeah.
Yeah, rich people. Yeah.
That movie just moved up a notch.
Yeah. So now we're.
I think we should stop at the end of phase 2 because we have a lot of goodies left over in phase 3, and we're still in phase 3, right? Or are they starting?
No, they're starting phase 4.
Okay,
so Infinity War is phase.
Infinity War starts 4.
Or wait,
I thought
Spider-Man start 4 or Spider-Man's still 3. I think we are still in phase 3.
All right.
I think Spider-Man and Ragnarok
are still 3. Infinity War phase 4.
Yeah.
Well, I think the second Infinity War is phase 4.
Shit. Damn. We still got
obviously a lot of movies coming. Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so much good stuff, and there's so many more movies coming. Okay, then for Frank G, Ralphie D, and Professor P, I am Coolwater Kurt saying, just remember, there are the best of times, there are the worst of times. Here's to the good times.
That's a Lowenbrow commercial?
252.
Adonis, pull yourself together.